What's up, y'all? Circus in the house. Smoking Joe here, hanging out with my bro Showtime.
Yeah, baby.
He's gonna talk us through a little torque rolling. Alright, Showtime, let's get started.
Alright, let's see what we got here. I like to enter a torque roll from a Harrier. I feel this the smoothest and the most controlled way to get the airplane right where I want it.
Well, me, I like to come in full throttle, hammer the elevator, pop it up, and if the wings stay on, I'll slide it down in a tail slide.
I agree, Smoking Joe. You are definitely the exhibitionist. But for now, let's come at this from a little more modest angle, if you know what I'm saying.
Alright. I see you coming in that upright Harrier. What are we looking for here?
Well, coming out of the Harrier, the key is going to be getting the plane to a pure vertical attitude. Once the plane is hanging on that prop and the wings are not moving through the air, the plane will start rolling all on its own.
Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the sticks and then the surfaces. You're not giving it much in the way of throw or anything,
Actually,
are you?
very little inputs is pretty much what you need once the plane's pretty much stable. You'll see, of course, throughout some of the footage later on, me banging the sticks because I'm out of control. But
so it's all about keeping it in the groove then, huh?
Once you're locked, you'll kind of feel it when you're in that groove. You'll feel it. It's locked in there. And just sometimes you can just walk away from the sticks and she just just keep going. It's got a nice feeling.
Hey, Show, how come here the plane seems kind of stuck where it's not rotating?
I know. I was a little on the belly at first. Once I pulled it back past vertical.
What, would put the plane on its back?
Yeah, it's going to look like I'm leaning back on the canopy side, but that's what it's going to take.
You know, I think you're right. I think we get used to putting the plane on the belly when we're hovering and bringing the plane down. And
yep, it's going to be out of your comfort zone at first, and you know that the plane is going to start rotating, and you're going to end up seeing the belly.
Good point. How to get used to seeing the belly and giving the correct rudder.
Simulator.
Yeah, you got to put in your sim time, but how are you going to transfer that to a real plane?
Harrier figure 8s.
Alright.
Good place to start.
So the main reason to do this is to learn the correct rudder when belly in.
We're only going to use the ailerons to keep the wings level. Got to remember that.
Right.
All cornering will be done with the rudder.
Cornering.
Use small rudder corrections.
Yeah, you're going to kind of nudge the tail, see if you got the direction right before you commit to the wrong rudder.
Yeah, ball it up.
Your basic goal is to do figure 8s until you become comfortable and those rudder inputs become automatic. This torque roll's setting up nice, but what happens when you get into trouble?
Power up, baby. If things start getting ahead of you, don't start throwing sticks. Stay off the main surfaces and get some throttle in her.
Yeah, you'd be surprised. When you stop giving wrong inputs, that plane really mellows out and gives you a chance.
Absolutely. All recoveries, remember, are always upwards. 0 altitude loss. That will get you on the deck. Let's get in there with the camera.
Up close and personal style.
That's right, let's do it.
So, oh, I see. That's how you keep your haircut so short, huh?
Yeah, make sure your collar has his toupee glued on real good.
What do you use for that?
You know that Super Sevi sound stuff
Oh,
you get
okay.
at Home Depot?
I might have used some Scalp Safe CA.
Scalp Safe CA? What are you talking about, man? You got something you got to
Oh,
tell me?
nice fanny pack, by the way. I thought those went out in the 80s.
Yeah, I found that in the back of your truck.
No, you didn't.
Alright, let's recap. I bring the plane in front with a nice smooth Harrier entry. Notice I keep the plane from torque rolling by keeping it slightly on the belly and feeding opposite aileron.
Consummate control, my friend.
Of course. Now you do know how to get the plane to torque roll, right?
Here's a little trick for you, Showtime. Sometimes the plane will it'll be a little stubborn and it doesn't want to go into the torque roll. Maybe there's some wind or something.
Sure.
I'll get a little altitude and I'll drop it. I'll tail slide it a few feet.
Okay.
When I catch it with a blast of throttle, that extra torque usually does a trick and it spins her up like a ballerina.
Ballerina? Nice.
I know you were thinking something more manly, something like a big box Chevy engine or something.
It's alright to be in touch with the feminine side.
Showtime, you are having entirely too much fun.
Yes, I am. Why don't you just join?
I believe I will. Make a little room.
Any tips to give the boys on formation torque rolling?
Yeah, I got a good tip for you. Keep Showtime's prop away from your underbelly.
You sound like you must have had a run in at one time.
Yeah, I have.
Wait, what's that sound? Ah, that reminds me of the sweet hum of a DA200.
I believe it is, isn't it? All them 50cc cylinders firing away.
That's right.
Alright, circus freaks, thanks for hanging with us. We look forward to seeing y'all at the field. This is Smoking Joe,
Showtime.
signing off. And remember, live, fly, circus.
That's a wrap. All right, here's some up-close action here for you guys.
In action? My name is Showtime. Catch it with a blast of throttle. That extra torque usually does a trick to get the... I'm so close!
All right, so here's some up-close and personal action at you. That sucked.
So this... Why do I do that to myself?
I don't know, that's why you saw me going...
And then there was silence.
Help me!